so this is something that I'm opposed to, but I really do want to know how you guys feel about this because I don't think so. I don't think so.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
All right, so this is our reality now, guys. This is our reality. As Spurs fans, we are going to be subject to this quite often. This is going to happen all the time. And what is that thing? That is us constantly being in talks when it pertains to possible trade situations, possible free agents, and where they can go. We are going to be on that list. And lo and behold, we are on that list once again. So as you can see here, the San Antonio Spurs reportedly linked to Devin Booker in possible trade. Absolutely insane. And the reason why they're going to bring us up, let's just be real, it's because we have someone who probably is going to be one of the greatest players of all time currently. Maybe the greatest rookie of all time. I don't know. You tell me. But like you have that, and then on top of it, you have all this cap space, and the Spurs, more people are putting their eyes on them, so there is a more popular place to be. I mean, it is booming. San Antonio is booming because of the San Antonio Spurs right now and what's going on with Wemby. So obviously, multitude of people are going to be talking about anybody being linked to us, and executives are going to bring this up. So let's go through this. Let's see what they have to say. So following another early exit in the NBA playoffs, it looks like Devin Booker time with the Phoenix Suns might be coming to an end. With Booker, Durant, and Beal all signed to massive deals, Phoenix has to make a splash this offseason. So I don't know exactly what the Suns are going to do. Okay, they're in a bad position because they have all of these stars, right? And they have all this cap space, or not cap space, I'm sorry, all these huge salaries, but they have no draft capital for the next like 5 years. So it's one of those things. Now you're kind of at a crossroads, right? Do you think that this team is going to be good enough to bring you to the next level? What would that take? And it's inevitable that it's going to have to be some type of trade, or you're going to have to just go ahead and rebuild again. So that's the question. Will they just go ahead and get rid of Devin Booker? And the two teams that they name, because there's two teams, according to one NBA executive, two teams are viewed as likely trade partners for the Suns. And that is the San Antonio Spurs, and that's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Both organizations with some serious young talent, obviously, okay? Now, I think the Thunder are definitely in a better position right now. The Spurs still got to build around their star, and they already had time to do it with theirs. But San Antonio has the assets to get him. So does Oklahoma City, and it's really the only way Phoenix can change course. Man, but the thing is, this is what kind of makes me a little weary of it, okay? I don't know if it's necessary to do it. Now, I've been so 50-50 and adamant about the Trae Young situation, right? I said, if you go after it, it's a win. If you don't and it don't work, it's a win. It's fine. We have so many picks. The Atlanta Hawks are going to end up getting us a pretty good pick soon. Like, I am not worried whatsoever when it comes to that situation. And the Spurs, there's no bad decision I think the Spurs can make. The only bad decision the Spurs that can make with the Trae Young thing is they give up like basically all their assets and maybe like Devin Vassell or Sohan with it. And then I'm like, okay, you went too far, right? But they're not going to do that. They're going to make sure they can finesse them a second time. So that's what they're going to attempt to do, and that would be great. But I feel like when it comes to Trae Young, he's an immediate need. Like some of the immediate needs I think the Spurs got to get, right, is a point guard, you got to get a defensive wing, and you have to get a backup defensive center, right, for Wemby. Like you got to have some type of center that can come in there and hold it down. Now, Bassey hopefully is that, but he's always hurt, so I'm kind of worried in that regard. Zach Collins just has not... He's not been in, especially at center. Like he's more of a power forward. He's better at power forward. He is not a great center, and when we have to use him in that way, it doesn't work out. So like those are some immediate needs. I know scoring is super important. Devin Booker is great, but it just seems like in the next couple seasons you can kind of get that, and I don't necessarily need them to reach the level of Devin Booker for the Spurs to be successful, right? Like you don't have to be Devin Booker level of great for the Spurs to create a dynasty. You don't. That's how good Victor Wembanyama is. If you can just get some guys that are pretty doggone good, or maybe they can get close to that all-star level, you're good. You can potentially create a dynasty. Like, I look at the Denver Nuggets, and especially with how the CBA is with everything, with the players agreement. That's what I meant to say. This is just a players agreement. It's going to be really difficult for teams to actually have like super teams. Like, the NBA has tried to get away with that, and they know how miserable it was for the fans to watch these super teams. It was awful. Just knowing exactly who's going to be in the finals, exactly who's going to win at the beginning is atrocious. Now we're kind of sitting back and we're like, who could it be? Could it be the Nuggets? Could it be the Timberwolves? Could it be the Celtics? You know, it's actually fun, and you're on the edge of your seat watching these games. But I'm sorry, I kind of got off topic a little bit. I'm sorry. I apologize. But what I was trying to say was, I just think that you don't have to have like these a big three when everybody's a superstar for you to win. You don't have to have that. And I think the Spurs would be good enough if they do get somebody that's in the draft and just build that way. And have those scores or whatnot. I just don't know if Devin Booker is the way to go, or if that's even necessary. But with Trae Young, like I said, you don't give up too much. You don't want to give up too much, but with Trae Young, it's at least something like it's an immediate need. He would definitely help, and he's been on record saying, I'm cool with being the second, third option. I don't care. I just want to help a team, and it seems like he wants to help Wemby. And I don't want to bring up salary too much, right, because of the cap space and everything, but this is pretty rough, man. I mean, even with salaries increasing over the years, this is pretty insane. So if you trade for him, by the time he's out, or by the time he's about a free agent, I think he'll be 31, and he'll be making 61, or he would have made 61 million. That's pretty tough. That's pretty tough. Now, is Devin Booker worth the assets that the Suns probably will ask for? Sure, but I think one thing that people rarely look at is both sides of the argument, both sides of the aisle. Like, while it makes sense for the Suns to send them off and maybe get the Spurs first round picks or whatnot, like what's in it for the Spurs? Is Devin Booker, is that necessary? I don't know. You guys just let me know what you think. I personally, I guess it depends on what they're asking, but the position that the Phoenix Suns are in, they better ask for a lot, because they are not in a great position right now. But anyways, just moving on, I do want to tell you guys this, okay? I really want to say I appreciate all the love and all the subscribes. We are so close to 15K as the time of me recording this video. Maybe we passed it, I don't know. But we are so close to 15K, and if we already passed it, I just want to say thank you guys so much. You know, like the video, comment, all that stuff is great, but you guys have been watching for a super long time, and I initially created this channel just to connect with Spurs fans, because I remember going online and it was literally just DC Tree Nation, like that was it. And I would get on his channel, and maybe there would be some blogs here and there, and I would watch those, but I just couldn't find anything Spurs related. After games, it was just nobody. So I just thought, hey, you know, I already got the Instagram channel, let me make a YouTube channel, and we'll just talk Spurs, and I'll be able to talk to like other fans, and we'll have a place to congregate. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Congregate after games. So I just want to say I appreciate all the love, and I'll give it to you guys later, man. Until next time, bye.